Oh wow, look at that. Huh. Hi there, I'm Mick and I'm on another lazy walk around wherever I happen to be, and I'm just going for a bit of an explore today to the Giblin St Quarry. This is kind of a place I used to go when I was a kid. I never tripped on little bits of twig when I was a kid though. It's much more sure-footed, like a mountain goat I was. I could scale anything and eat like cans and stuff. No, I never did that. Okay, so the first problem is the whole big no entry thing. There used to be a bit over there. I'm just going to go and have a look over there and see if I can get in. Otherwise, this could be just ridiculously short and a complete waste of time. Obviously, it's all chained up. There's no entry and all that sort of thing. But if you go over here, welcome. Now I get that there's a lot of warning things saying no entry, authorized personnel, don't go in here. And I know I shouldn't go in here, but I'm not going to have any lasting impact. So does that make it okay? I don't really know. But look, I'm just having to explore. Is that a crime? I think it might be in this case, but just we've walked up this pretty steep road here and got ourselves to the quarry, which is all fenced off, as you would expect, I guess. So we can't go near the cliff edge. You should never go near a cliff. They're all dangerous. Jimmy Cliff, Cliff Richard, horrible, horrible. Oh, somebody has killed this sign. It's cool. There's something about a quarry that's got a, I don't know, a weird ambience to it. Especially, you know, this would have been a hive of industry back in the day, and now it's just like abandoned. Maybe it says something about me that I have this kind of interest in abandoned things. Not that I feel that I've been abandoned ever in my life, but I kind of just have an empathy to things that have been. It's kind of epic. So as well as all the other warnings we've got, there's also falling rocks. Jesus fucking Christ. So I've just spotted this danger quarry face sign, and I'm wondering if that person is to scale. Because if they are, there's some freaky giant people wandering along the tree line up there. It's a wonder the quarry isn't filled with just giants that have slipped and fallen to their doom. So if you're a giant, just steer clear of the quarry phase. So this quarry was started, I think, in about the 1950s, and a lot of the roads and footpaths around Hobart are made from rock from this quarry. There was a thing a couple of years ago, they were going to turn the quarry into like an environmental precinct thing. There was all these artist pictures of like a big glass dome over the top of this, and inside was groovy environmental stuff, which is a great idea, claiming back this sort of industrial kind of scar on the landscape and turning it into something positive. That's probably not going to happen, let's be honest, you know, because we need money for the stadium. They should just turn this into the stadium. There's already the tiers for the seating, all the different levels you could have seating, and just put a roof over the top. There's enough room down there for a footy oval. They're just not thinking. Whoa. So when I was a kid, like a teenager, you could just come up in here and there was no fencing or anything. And there used to be old disused like diggers and tractors and stuff like that they were used to excavate all the rock, and they just left them there. I grew up like one hill over from here, and I remember as a very little kid, I don't know, it wasn't every day, but whatever days it was, at midday a siren would go off, and the siren was here. And the siren was saying that they're going to do a blast. So the siren would go off and we'd hear it. And then you'd feel this, this, you wouldn't really hear it, but you'd feel it, this, and then bits of dust would fall out of the ceiling at home when we get like cracks and stuff in the wall over time. So that was fun. That's probably why they stopped using it, actually, because as people started building houses around here, they didn't want them to fall down. The other thing is, way back in 1995, I did this horrible film. The scene I was in was shot here, and they built this hut, because the thing was set in like convict times, and they built a hut down in the middle of the quarry. And then after all the scenes and stuff that I was doing, we all had to get in cars and take cover and stuff, and then this ballistics dude just blew the hut up, and like bits of wood were raining down on the cars and stuff. It was pretty cool, actually. That was the best bit about the film. On the other bit of the film is they just drove a car off the edge of the quarry over here somewhere and just crashed this car into the middle of the quarry for the finale of the film. So that was pretty good. So I don't know why they're not doing that anymore. That could be fun.